God says, "My child, I know your heart trembles tonight." You felt the silence change, you sensed that something hidden was being uncovered. Your spirit knew before your mind could accept it, that the one you trusted with your soul has not been honest with you. Do not doubt your intuition. That small whisper inside you was me. I tried to prepare you gently, but now the veil must be torn. What was done in secret has reached my ears. The words that were spoken behind closed doors, the promises that were broken without tears, I saw them all. Nothing escapes the eyes of the one who formed light itself. Yes, your soulmate strayed into shadows of deception. They spoke with another when they should have spoken with me, they sought comfort in what was never meant for them. But listen, my beloved, this is not to shame you, it is to set you free. The truth that wounds will one day heal you. The pain that stings tonight will soon become the fire that purifies your destiny. You asked me, why would they betray someone who only loved them? And I answer you now, because their heart was unhealed. They carried wounds you could not see, fears you could not fix. When I joined your souls, it was to awaken both of you. Your love was pure, but their spirit was still asleep. Sometimes I allow the darkness to surface so that what is false can no longer hide beneath borrowed light. Do not chase their lies. Do not beg for explanations. Every hidden message, every false smile, every plan spoken in shadows is already being brought into the open. I, the Lord of Truth, have opened the heavens over this situation. Angels of revelation are moving even now. Soon, you will hear what they thought you would never know. And when you do, your first instinct will be to collapse, but do not. Stand still, my child. Look beyond the betrayal and see what I am revealing. This was never about rejection, it was about redirection. You were praying for destiny, and I am answering through exposure. You were praying for alignment, and I am clearing away what was never loyal to your spirit. Every tear you cry tonight falls into my hands. I collect them as seeds. From each one, I will grow wisdom, courage, and divine strength. You will not remain broken. You will rise brighter than before, for I am rewriting the meaning of this pain. Do you remember how you once asked me to show the truth, no matter how painful? That prayer opened this moment. You asked me to lead you only by honesty, and honesty often arrives like lightning, quick, bright, and terrifying. But after lightning comes clarity. You will never be blind again. The person who deceived you will soon face the mirror of conscience. They will see the emptiness of what they chose. I will not let them find peace until truth is confessed. But this is not your battle to fight, it is mine. Keep your heart clean, for bitterness will only chain you to what I am trying to remove. Child, you may think love has ended, but in truth, love is beginning again, this time with me at the center. The love you gave was never wasted. It is returning to you multiplied, purified, transformed. Every act of kindness, every prayer you spoke for them is a deposit in heaven's account. When I restore you, those same prayers will become blessings over your own future. You will look back and realize that betrayal was the moment I broke the cage. You thought you were losing someone, but you were finding yourself. You thought they were your destiny, but they were only the doorway to it. hold on to me now. Let my presence fill the emptiness they left. I will breathe new strength into your soul. The heaviness on your chest will lift, the sleepless nights will soon end. I am sending angels to guard your dreams so that even when you rest, healing continues. Do not curse the one who hurt you. Instead, bless them quietly and step aside. My justice is perfect, my timing is exact. The same hands that betrayed will one day tremble with regret, for every act done in darkness must one day face the light. Tonight, I call you out of confusion. I separate you from the chaos that was never yours to carry. You are entering a season where truth will no longer hurt, it will guide. What others meant for destruction, I am turning into direction. So, breathe, my child. Look at the sky, see how even after a storm, the stars return. That is what I am doing in you. I am clearing the clouds. I am restoring your light. The story is not over, it is only beginning. You will not live the rest of your life as the one who was betrayed. You will live as the one whom heaven defended. The pain that once made you question everything will become the proof that I never left your side. This, my beloved, is the shattering truth, but also the holy beginning. You are stepping out of illusion into destiny. And though your heart bleeds tonight, I promise, soon it will burn with purpose. Because I, your God, have seen the betrayal, and I am turning it into your becoming. My child, I know your heart still trembles when you remember what you saw, what you heard, and what was done against you. You ask me, why did this happen? Why would you allow the one I loved so deeply to wound me in this way? You have carried this question like a burning coal in your chest, and I have watched every tear that fell from your eyes. But today I will show you that this pain was not sent to destroy you, it was sent to release you. You see, there are moments in life when I allow a truth to be revealed, not to break your spirit, but to awaken it. The betrayal that pierced your heart was not random, it was a divine unveiling. The one who turned from you did so because their soul was drifting further from me, and had I allowed you to stay bound to them in that same space, their darkness would have swallowed your light. You were praying for love to deepen, but I was preparing to protect your destiny. My child, the woman who interfered was not the true cause of your suffering, she was only a vessel through which truth was exposed. You were never meant to live blind to what was quietly harming your spirit. Behind smiles and promises, deceit was weaving threads around your peace. I let the mask fall, so you would see that not all who call you beloved carry love within them. I know it hurts to think that someone you prayed for, fought for, and dreamed with could turn away so easily. But, my beloved, if I had not shaken this connection, you would still be living in illusion. You would still be giving your energy to someone who had already given their loyalty to something lesser. Sometimes I must let you witness what you cannot imagine, because only the shock of truth can free a heart that is bound to illusion. The betrayal was the sword that cut you loose. It was the storm that cleared the path. You think I took something from you, but I was removing what was quietly taking from you. I was lifting you out of a cycle of emotional hunger and confusion. I could not bless what was rooted in deceit. Listen closely, this is not the end of your story, it is the rewriting of it. I have been watching you trying to hold everything together. I saw you praying for that relationship to be restored, but in my wisdom, I saw that restoration would have cost your peace. I saw the hidden conversations, the unseen intentions, the private choices that would have slowly destroyed your joy. So I intervened. I allowed a scene so painful that you could no longer deny the truth. But do not think I left you in ashes. Even as your world seemed to crumble, I was already building something new. I am preparing a season where you will no longer chase love that cannot meet you where your soul truly stands. I am sending you people whose hearts will be aligned with mine, who will not confuse your loyalty with weakness, or your compassion with something to be exploited. You ask me, why now? Because your spirit is ready. You could not have seen this truth before, your love would have covered it, your hope would have denied it. But now your eyes are open, and your soul can discern what is real. You are entering a new chapter where you will no longer need to question who is genuine and who is pretending. I am sharpening your discernment through this heartbreak. Do not curse the pain, for the pain was a teacher. It showed you what you deserve and what you can no longer tolerate. It showed you how strong you truly are when everything familiar falls apart. The betrayal that tried to define you will one day become the reason you are unshakable. And now, my child, look ahead. You are about to see my hand restore what you thought was lost. But I will not restore it in the same form, I will rebuild it on new foundations of truth, peace, and divine timing. What is coming will not make you question your worth, it will confirm it. What is coming will not break you open, it will heal the cracks that others left behind. I am preparing a love that mirrors my own, pure, patient, loyal, and kind. But first, I am preparing you. You must learn that your worth is not tied to who stays or who leaves. You are worthy because you are mine. When they walked away, you did not lose your value, you only lost someone who could not carry the weight of your destiny. Every time you cried in silence, I wrote your name in light. Every sleepless night became a seed of strength. You thought the delay meant denial, but it was divine timing, I was aligning you with something greater. You see betrayal, I see preparation. You see an ending, I see a beginning. And soon, you will look back and realize that what was meant to destroy you was actually the moment your wings began to grow. You will thank me for the revelation, even though it came wrapped in pain. For the truth that hurts for a moment will save you for a lifetime. I am not punishing you, I am positioning you. I allowed them to walk away so that I could walk closer. I allowed what you loved to fail you so that you would turn your face toward me. Because only when you stopped trying to fix what was breaking you could I begin to build what would bless you. You may not understand everything now, but in time, the puzzle pieces will fit together. The tears that once blinded you will clear your vision. The heartbreak that once felt like death will become the doorway to rebirth. You will smile again, not because life became easier, but because you will finally feel my peace resting within you. And when that day comes, you will say, it was necessary. Necessary to see the truth. Necessary to grow. Necessary to step into the purpose I created for you. So, my child, breathe again. The storm has passed, and though the air still carries the scent of loss, dawn is breaking. Your heart is learning to trust my timing, and soon you will see that nothing was truly taken, it was all being exchanged for something divine. What I am preparing for you will not require you to beg for love, question your worth, or compete for attention. It will be peace in human form. It will be the kind of connection that feels like home, because it will be sent by me. Hold on a little longer. Healing is already happening inside you. You just haven't noticed it yet. My child, now that you have begun to see the truth behind what happened, let me show you what I am building from the pieces that were left behind. You think the story of your life has been torn apart, but I tell you, the torn pages are the very ones I will use to write the miracle that follows. Nothing was wasted, not one tear, not one sleepless night. I gathered them all, and from them I am forming something radiant. Do you remember when everything felt certain, when love seemed stable, when you thought the path ahead was clear? You did not realize that under that calm surface, the soil was already shifting. It had to shift, because you were planted in a place too small for the roots of your purpose. I let the ground tremble so the seed of your destiny could push upward toward the light. What happened was not a punishment, it was a release. Had I not allowed the truth to come forth, you would have spent years watering what could never bloom. You would have mistaken familiarity for faithfulness and silence for peace. But now you know, true peace is not the absence of conflict, it is the presence of truth. Listen, my beloved, I am not finished with your story. I am only changing the rhythm. The pain you feel is the sound of transformation. Every sob you released became a prayer that reached my heart, and every prayer you whispered became the foundation of the new life I am creating for you. You are being rebuilt, not as you were, but as you were always meant to be. Soon you will see the beauty of divine reversal. The one who betrayed you thought they ended your joy, but in truth, they ended your delay. The very moment they turned away, heaven began to turn the wheel in your favor. I opened doors you could not have walked through while carrying that weight. I sent angels to clear the obstacles that were tied to your old season. I know it has been difficult to trust that something good could ever rise from what was broken. But I am the God who brings water from the rock, life from the grave, hope from the ruins. I specialize in impossible beginnings. What others call endings, I call openings. You will soon find that your heart, though scarred, beats stronger. The wound that once defined you will become the window through which my light enters. That is why I told you, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Comfort is not merely a soft word. It is a divine exchange. I take your ashes and return beauty. I take your loss and give you wisdom. I take your heartbreak and fill you with compassion so deep that others will find healing through your story. There will come a time when you will speak about this pain, and those who hear you will feel hope awaken in their own hearts. They will see that you did not just survive, you were transformed. That is the miracle I am working. You will not be defined by what hurt you, you will be known by what healed you. And yes, I am preparing love again. But this time, it will be love that honors me first. It will not come through deception or haste, it will come through alignment. I am teaching you to recognize a heart that beats in rhythm with mine. When that soul appears, you will not need to question their loyalty, because my peace will confirm it before a word is spoken. But before that promise arrives, I am completing the work within you. Healing is not forgetting, it is remembering without pain. You will remember what was done, but it will no longer steal your breath. It will no longer make your chest tighten when you think of their name. It will no longer be a wound, it will be wisdom. Do you feel the gentle pull inside you, the urge to breathe more freely, to imagine again, to believe again? That is me. That is the Holy Spirit renewing your hope, whispering that you are not finished, that joy is not lost. I am already softening the hard soil of your heart, so that new seeds of peace can take root. In this next season, I will bring unexpected signs of restoration. You will receive words that feel like sunlight after long rain. You will encounter people who speak kindness that feels strangely familiar. It will be me, speaking through them. You will begin to smile without forcing it. You will catch yourself humming, walking lighter, seeing color where there once was only gray. That is how miracles often arrive, quietly, softly, hidden in ordinary days. Then, when you look back, you will realize the shift had already begun while you thought you were standing still. I am also restoring your sense of purpose. What you lost in relationship, I will return through destiny. You are not meant to wander in sorrow, you are called to shine. Out of this heartbreak, you will birth compassion that touches many. Your story will be a bridge for others who are still trapped in pain. When you speak, your words will carry healing, because they will be soaked in truth and grace. You once thought love was about holding tightly, but I am teaching you that real love begins with letting go. When you release what cannot stay, you make space for what is meant to come. When you stop chasing what is fading, you open the door for what is eternal. So, my child, do not look back with bitterness. Look back with understanding. Every ending I allowed was a rescue in disguise. Every closed door was protection. Every delay was divine timing. I have been guiding you step by step, even through the valley. Soon, you will feel my promise rise within you like morning light. You will not need to force healing, it will come naturally, as surely as dawn follows night. And when it does, remember this, the same hands that broke your fall are now shaping your future. What is coming will not resemble what you lost. It will be deeper, purer, steadier. It will not repeat old cycles of fear and confusion. It will be a love story written by heaven itself, and it will begin when you are ready to believe again. I am preparing something sacred for you, my beloved. Until then, rest in me. Let my peace fill the places where pain once lived. Trust that I am not only restoring what was broken, I am making it new. My child, now that your heart has begun to heal, I want you to open your eyes to what is already moving around you. You may not see it yet, but the wind of change has already shifted in your favor. What you thought was silence from me was actually the sound of rearrangement, angels moving, doors unlocking, paths being cleared. You have cried enough tears for the past, now it is time to lift your eyes toward the horizon of your new beginning. I have seen the moments when you felt empty, wondering if anything good could ever rise from what was lost. But I have also seen how you refused to let bitterness take root. Even in pain, you whispered, "God, I still trust you." And that whisper became the seed of your miracle. Every time you chose faith over anger, light over darkness, love over revenge, you gave heaven permission to move on your behalf. Now watch as I turn the tide. Watch how I bring beauty from what others thought was broken beyond repair. The one who betrayed you served a purpose they did not even understand. They were a tool for revelation, and once their purpose was complete, I removed them from your path. But I did not remove them to leave you alone, I removed them to make space for something divine. You are entering the season of divine encounters. You will begin to notice little things, strangers who say words that pierce your heart with truth, songs that play at just the right moment, dreams that feel like messages from another world. That is not coincidence, my child, that is me speaking, confirming, guiding, and aligning. You will meet people who reflect the peace you've been praying for. Some of them will not stay forever, but they will carry keys, words, moments, or lessons that will unlock parts of your destiny. You will start to see how everything connects, how every detour had a reason, how every heartbreak was part of a larger design. I am orchestrating divine timing with perfect precision. The right people, the right opportunities, the right healing, all of it is aligning like constellations in your night sky. You once felt forsaken, but soon you will realize you were being prepared. I hid you for a time, not because you were forgotten, but because you were sacred. I was healing you in silence, molding your spirit so that when I brought you into the light again, you would not crumble under the weight of my blessings. My beloved, I am raising you into a version of yourself that even pain cannot recognize. Where there was once trembling, there will be confidence. Where there was once confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was once fear, there will be purpose. You are not who you were before the betrayal, you are wiser, stronger, and more anchored in me. Now you must understand something sacred, I do not waste pain. The same fire that burned your past will now forge your destiny. The same valley that made you weep will one day echo with your laughter. The place where you fell will become the place you rise from. The betrayal you thought would break you will become the story that blesses many. And you will not walk this path alone. Even now, I am sending divine companions, souls who carry light that matches yours. Some will come to help you rebuild your confidence, others to awaken new dreams. But one will come who carries a heart that mirrors mine. That one will not be a test or a lesson, they will be an answer. You will recognize them not by the thrill of your emotions, but by the peace that settles over your spirit. When they speak, your soul will rest. You will not have to question their loyalty, it will be evident in the way they choose you in silence, the way they stand beside you in storms. They will not drain your energy, they will water your soul. That is the love I have been preparing, one born of truth, not illusion. But before that door opens fully, I am teaching you to love yourself the way I love you. I am teaching you to see your reflection and call it holy, to speak kindly to the person in the mirror, to bless yourself the way you bless others. The miracle begins the moment you realize that you were never incomplete, never unworthy, never abandoned, you were simply becoming. You ask me, Lord, how will I know when the new season begins? You will know when the heaviness lifts without warning. You will know when peace begins to visit your mornings again. You will know when you catch yourself smiling and realize you no longer ache. You will know when you start thanking me for what once made you cry. That is when you will feel the shift. The moment when pain turns to wisdom and loss turns to light. I am bringing back color to your world, my child. The days ahead will not be gray like before. You will feel joy flow again, not because everything is perfect, but because your spirit is finally free. You will dance again, not out of forgetfulness, but out of gratitude. For you will see how every shadow led you to me, how every heartbreak brought you closer to your true self. Even now, angels walk beside you, clearing what stands in your way. Every prayer you thought was unanswered was actually building momentum in the unseen. You will soon step into a moment that feels like a divine surprise, a blessing that comes wrapped in peace, so perfectly timed that you will say, "Only God could have done this." Do not rush this season. Let it unfold in its divine rhythm. For what I am building now is eternal. You waited long, but you did not wait in vain. The reward I am preparing will not fade like human promises, it will endure, because I am the author of it. You will soon testify that what was meant for harm became your healing. You will stand tall where you once fell. You will look back and realize that nothing was lost, it was only transformed. And when others see your light, they will ask how you survived. You will tell them, "God turned my breaking point into my breakthrough." Yes, my beloved, this is the turning point. Heaven has already shifted. Your name is being spoken in rooms of favor, your destiny being woven with threads of grace. You are stepping into the season where everything begins to make sense. So lift your head. The chapter of sorrow is closing. A chapter of divine restoration is opening. You are walking into the miracle that was born from your pain. My child, you have walked through the valley, and now you stand at the edge of dawn. You have endured darkness so deep that even your prayers felt like whispers into an empty sky, but still, you prayed. You kept faith when it hurt to believe. You stood when everything tried to push you down. And now heaven rises to honor your endurance. You thought I was silent, but I was watching every moment. I saw how you chose forgiveness when anger would have been easier. I saw you hold your heart open when it wanted to close forever. I saw you look up at me and say, "Even now, I will trust you." That faith moved mountains you could not see. That faith changed the timeline of your life. And now the season of restoration begins. Everything that was stolen from you, peace, love, clarity, confidence, I am returning it in double measure. The storm that tried to destroy you only purified you. The betrayal that tore you apart refined your discernment. The pain that made you question your worth has become the very reason you will never doubt it again. You are not stepping into the same world you once knew, you are walking into a new realm of grace. The air around you is changing, the energy within you is rising, and soon the people around you will notice something different. They will sense peace in you. They will feel a strength that cannot be explained. Because what is within you now is not just survival, it is resurrection. Do not seek revenge on those who hurt you. You do not need to. I have already written their lessons into the fabric of time. Justice belongs to me, and I will deliver it with perfect timing. Some who laughed at your pain will watch as I raise you in front of their eyes. Some who dismissed your value will see you chosen for blessings they cannot comprehend. Not because you sought vengeance, but because you chose grace. I am your defender. I am your redeemer. I am your restorer. And now, I am your reward. The one who betrayed you is no longer your mirror. Do not look back to measure your healing by their repentance. Healing is not waiting for them to be sorry. Healing is when you can bless them and move forward free. Let me handle their path. For yours is far greater. In the quiet days that are coming, you will begin to feel me near in ways you never did before. You will feel my peace like sunlight through open windows. You will wake up and feel gratitude without reason. You will smile and not even realize it was me touching your heart. I am turning your mourning into dancing, your ashes into beauty. And then, my child, when you are ready, truly ready, love will find you again. Not the love that wounds and confuses, but the love that restores and anchors. This love will not rush in chaos, it will arrive in peace. You will meet someone who has also been refined by fire, who has walked through their own valleys and found me there. They will see you not as a broken soul to fix, but as a divine soul to honor. You will not question their loyalty, it will be written in their presence. You will not chase their affection, it will meet you halfway. You will not shrink yourself to be loved, you will expand because love will finally feel safe. That, my beloved, is the relationship I have prepared, one where your soul feels at home. But even before that person appears, you will already be whole. Because the real miracle I am performing is not just the arrival of love, it is the restoration of you. The version of you who trusts again, who laughs easily, who walks without fear, who believes that good things still happen. And when the world sees you shine again, they will not understand how you did it. They will not know that it was not your strength, but my grace carrying you every step. You will look at your reflection and see peace where there was pain, strength where there was sorrow, and you will whisper, God healed me. Yes, I did. Because I never left you, not for one heartbeat. You will soon walk into opportunities that feel like redemption. Doors that once shut in your face will open easily. People will begin to honor the same gifts they once overlooked. You will see how my favor moves quietly but powerfully. Every delay will now make sense, it was protection, not punishment. And those who doubted you will be forced to see what I always saw, a chosen one, anointed and set apart, not broken but reborn. Do not rush what is unfolding. Trust the divine pace of grace. Every prayer you once thought I ignored has already been answered, just in ways that required you to grow first. My child, this is the part of your story where the pain becomes prophecy. What wounded you now carries wisdom. What betrayed you now serves as your blessing. What you lost will return in forms that are greater than before. And when you look back one day, you will not see tragedy, you will see divine design. You will say, if it had not been for that storm, I would never have discovered who I truly am. This is your resurrection season. The light you feel stirring within is not a dream, it is your rebirth. You will no longer cry the same tears. You will no longer feel the same ache. That chapter has closed. Step forward now. Let go of what was, and embrace what is rising. For behold, I make all things new. And I, your God, bless you now, with peace that stays, love that heals, and a future filled with joy. You are free. You are chosen. You are mine. My child, I see that you no longer tremble when you think of what they did to you. The wound that once felt unbearable has begun to close, not because the memory vanished, but because you have learned to rest in my arms instead of your own strength. You have seen how human love can falter, how people can be led astray, and yet your heart still chooses light over bitterness. That choice, my beloved, has written your name in the book of endurance, and I am proud of you. You thought the betrayal destroyed your worth, but it only uncovered it. The one who deceived you could not see the jewel they held, for their eyes were blinded by illusion. Yet I saw what they failed to honor. I saw the kindness you gave without measure, the forgiveness you offered even while your soul was bleeding. And that is why I am restoring everything you lost, not as it was, but as it was meant to be. There is a season for breaking and a season for building. You have walked through the breaking, and now the building begins. The tears you cried became seeds, and I have gathered each one in the soil of divine timing. They will bloom into something so radiant that even your pain will stand in awe of what it created. I am not only healing your heart, I am rewriting your destiny. You have asked me, why did it have to happen this way? And I answer, because you were meant to outgrow what could not carry your light. If the path had remained comfortable, you would have stayed small. But through the fire, your spirit expanded. You began to see what love truly is, not a possession, not a promise, but a reflection of the divine itself. I did not allow this pain to destroy you. I allowed it to reveal you. The false ones had to fall away so the genuine could find their way in. You had to see through illusion so you could recognize truth when it arrives. And truth is coming, not in the form of revenge, but as restoration. There is a person being prepared for you right now. Their heart carries the same scars, their prayers carry your name without knowing it yet. They are learning the same lessons, walking the same valleys, growing in the same light. When I unite you, you will understand why every heartbreak had to happen, because only a heart that has known breaking can truly hold another with tenderness. But before that day, my child, I am teaching you something far greater, how to love yourself as I do. You once believed that love had to be earned, but I am showing you it was always your birthright. You once thought loyalty meant staying even when you were hurting, but I am showing you that true loyalty begins with honoring your own soul. You no longer need to chase what is fading, nor beg for what has already left. You are not waiting for them to return, you are awakening to who you were always meant to be. The person who betrayed you has stepped out of alignment with my plan, and their journey will lead them through their own lessons. But your journey, my beloved, is now ascending. Do you feel the shift in the air around you? The heaviness that used to haunt your mornings is lifting. The silence that used to echo with memories is turning into peace. The same place where you once wept will soon be the ground where joy blooms again. You will smile for no reason, feel warmth for no cause, and that will be me, whispering, "It's over now." The betrayal was not the ending, it was the unveiling. I have pulled back the curtain that hid your strength. You now see that your value was never tied to anyone's acceptance. You now see that forgiveness does not mean weakness, it means freedom. You are not defined by who left you, you are defined by who I created you to be. So do not look back. The storm has passed, and the rainbow is near. I am sending new beginnings your way, new friendships, divine love, opportunities that align with your light. Every door that closed did so to protect your peace. Every person who walked away made room for miracles. Soon, you will understand why I whispered, wait. Soon, you will thank me for every delay that saved you from destruction. Soon, you will look back and realize that what broke you was also what built you. And when that day comes, when you wake up and feel joy instead of ache, you will know that my hand never left you. Even when you thought I was silent, I was holding you through every tear, guarding your spirit through every night. You were never forgotten. You were never forsaken. You are my child, and I am turning your pain into purpose. I am turning your loss into legacy. And I am preparing a life for you so peaceful, so radiant, that you will whisper in awe, this must be what heaven feels like. Hold on just a little longer, beloved. The chapter of betrayal is ending, and the chapter of blessings has already begun. I am God, and I am making all things new. My child, rest now. The storm has done its work. The sky above you is clearing, and light is returning to the places that once felt forgotten. You have walked through nights that seemed endless, but you never walked alone. Every breath you took in pain was a prayer I heard. Every tear that touched your pillow became a seed I planted in heaven's soil. You wondered if love would ever find you again, and I say yes, it will. But not the kind that breaks you, the kind that breathes peace into you. A love that reflects my heart, not your past. Someone who will not compete with your healing, but protect it. Someone who will not question your worth, but mirror it. Wait, my beloved, for what I am shaping for you is sacred. Do not let bitterness steal your miracle. Do not let fear silence your faith. The past had its lessons, but it no longer owns your story. You are being written into something new, a chapter where peace is not fragile and joy does not vanish overnight. I am restoring your laughter, your confidence, your ability to trust the sunrise again. The one who hurt you will face the truth of what they lost. But that is not your concern anymore. You are stepping into divine favor, into the season where blessings chase you instead of you chasing them. Doors will open that were once sealed shut. Your name will be spoken with kindness again. So lift your head, my child. Take a deep breath and release the ache. You are no longer surviving, you are awakening. The angels surround you even now, whispering, it's over. It's beginning. I am God, and I declare this over you. The pain has served its purpose, the past has lost its power, and your future is shining brighter than ever. Walk forward, free, forgiven, favored, and fiercely loved.